What's up YouTube, Gemini Johnny back again with another compilation of some of the wildest TikTok conspiracy theories I can find. Don't forget to join me every Sunday at 4:15 p.m. PST for the premiere of a brand new video. I've also been streaming on Twitch, so go follow me over there too. Twitch.tv/GeminiJohnny. I'll put the link in the description below. Today's video will be a compilation of conspiracy theory TikToks, but they are going to be a little bit themed. We're going to do a pyramids update and talk about how I was right. Got some crazy stuff going on in the sky, and then we got some other random ones that are just like normal. Without further ado, let's jump right in. So, in case you've missed it, there has been a huge pyramids update. They use some kind of like scanning SAR technology or something. Basically, they scan lasers into the ground and they found these freaking... I'll let Billy Carson explain it.
The way it's set up and laid out, if you look at the structure from beneath, and I've gone down the subterranean shaft, which goes down about 65 meters in one angle, another 30 meters straight down in another angle. It's beneath the bedrock. Now, even beneath that, you see these giant tubes that are dried out. They're aquifer tubes where the channel was there for the water to run from the Nile. When you take moving water under magnetized crystal granite, you create something called physiostatic electricity. Christopher Dunn, who is an engineer, he wrote several books about the Giza power plant. So now those ions flow up into the Grand Gallery. That I believe there used to be resonating rods going up the Grand Gallery. The slots are there, but the rods are missing now. And that probably would step up the power until it gets into the King's chamber. And then from there, some type of fusion, I believe, would happen. Now, why do I say fusion? Well, there's a box inside the King's chamber that's a rose granite box, and you can tell it was added at a later date. Now, this rose granite box, a huge chunk of the corner is missing. So to me, something was energetic within that box. And so I started thinking about it. So I took precise measurements of the box. I checked out measurements that were online and available to me, and it's the same exact dimensions of the Ark of the Covenant.
Now, if you're anything like me, this isn't news to you. When they announced this last week, you were like, yeah, checks out. Because if you've been a viewer of my channel for a while, you'll remember the video I did on the pyramids like a year and a half ago, where I talk about exactly this and how this is probably the most likely scenario, is that the pyramids were a giant power plant. And it's not. I didn't discover this or anything. It was that guy, Chris Dunn, that guy. It was the guy that he's referencing. So I mean, like, just saying, called it. Good job, me. But yeah, it's crazy that they have found evidence of these like pillars underneath, and it does lend credence to the thought that they were using resonant sound waves to basically create electricity using quartz crystal and granite and some other chemical reactions that, to be honest, I don't really remember how it all worked. But if you missed that video, then I'll link it at the end of this video, and you can go watch it right after this. See how I was right a year and a half ago. And this I just thought was interesting. We won't watch the whole video, but I just thought it was interesting. This guy's like made an entire...
Hi guys. So today I'm unveiling like a replica of the things discovered in Giza. As you can see, it's got a Giza pyramid on top. It's got a replica of those 8 tubes going down into the ground. And then we've got that representing what it's connected to. It's all made of organite. That's organite as well. That's all pure copper. Now I made this after a meditation I had. I was asking my higher self, what is the purpose of that structure in Giza? Now, I know there's been lots of videos online saying it's just a power source, but my higher self told me this. Now, I'm not saying this is perfectly true, but this is what my higher self told me. So, what it is, it's actually tapping into the energy of the ether using the actual angle of the pyramid. So that's focusing the ether power. That's then going underground via these tubes, but what it's connected to is the ley lines. Now, the way this works, according to my higher self, is it pulls in the ether energy. So this ether energy can be used for energy, for like a wireless energy source. But the main purpose of it is like Tesla it's connected to the ley lines, and then it broadcasts that energy all around the planet on the ley lines, and then all the other pyramids, what's around the world, and there's so many of them, do the same thing. And then all the monolithic structures you see, like Stonehenge and things, places where the stones are buried deep in the ground, they're actually sort of relays. They're actually getting the energy from these devices, from the ley lines, and then broadcasting it into the actual environment.
Look, hey, seems like it would make sense. I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to be able to be put into practice again, because one, we don't even understand the technology, and two, we're not even sure that that's really what it did, but like, it definitely seems like it. Remember, in the Great Pyramids, Not a single mummy has ever been found in them, even though we've been told all of our lives that they were just burial tombs or burial chambers for pharaohs and stuff. No, they were all buried in tombs around the pyramids and in nearby, you know, burial sites, but they weren't buried in the pyramids. Not a single mummy has ever been found inside of the pyramids. Just saying. And I mean, this guy used copper in this. We don't know yet that they're copper. It just appears that there are some sort of pillars with this spiral thing going down it, which may have been a stairway at some point. Imagine that's like more stuff down there. That'd be crazy. But, you know, thanks to like this SAR, I think it's SAR technology is what they call it. It sounds like lasers that they like scan the ground with. And yeah, they have discovered this what at least this is what it appears to be. Obviously they need to investigate and they need to go confirm, but this is what the newest update appears to be about the pyramids. And Mr. Beast has already offered his services, but if you know, he needs an assistant, I'd be happy to go explore it with them, because man, this kind of stuff really excites me, because, you know, like, a lot of you guys know, I've been, you know, into conspiracy theories and into like the truth of the things ever since I realized that like Dare was lying to me and that, you know, marijuana wasn't that bad. You know, look, it's legal in half the states. I'm allowed to say it's not bad. It's legal in my state. So I think it's less harmful than alcohol. Yeah, once I figured that out, I started, you know, just questioning everything and questioning all the official narratives, questioning the government, questioning authority, questioning teachers, questioning the way school was, and, you know, got me into a lot of trouble, to be honest. But why did I start talking about this? Oh, every once in a while, you know, like back then, my point is, I was young and believed in conspiracy theories. And I don't think it was just because I was young. It was just, I think this is how it was back in the like early 2000s. Like if you were into conspiracy theories, you were a nut. If you believed in aliens, you were a nut. Like, oh, you believe in aliens, huh? Yeah. Now, you know, it's like, hey, we're right. It's kind of nice being right. And then like how, like, it's one of my favorite things about having a YouTube channel actually, is that I can go back and be like, hey, this is timestamped. I said this back then. All right, now I'm getting to the main reason that I would always give you guys a, you know, pyramids update, of course, but this is kind of the main reason I wanted to get into it today, is because there's a lot of AI video going around about people that are supposedly have already gone down into the pyramids to investigate these new areas and stuff. Nobody as of now has gone in there to investigate. I know Mr. Beast just dropped a video where he was like in the pyramids and stuff, but he's not down there. Nobody's down there yet. Anytime they do those things, there's all kinds of stuff they have to go through with the government and stuff, and you can't just be like, oh, there's a new place, oh, let's go check it out now. No, like there's a lot of tests that have to be done, and nobody's down there yet, and it's probably going to be months before anybody gets down there to check that out, if we can even get down there. I don't know if we can even get down into it to check it out. But I wanted to show you guys a few of these AI videos because they're getting really good, and it's kind of creepy, but also just to like be aware of how good some of these are, so don't believe everything you see on the internet. I'll just skip through a couple of these. But like, look, like this looks legit. Look at these people walking around and stuff. And like this one. These are all fully AI. And you can tell looking at them long enough, but you see this online and oh, at least this person, the comment on this one, shout out to this account. I'll show you guys here in a second. Glint Gaze. I'm gonna follow them. Because this is disclaimer, the content in this video is purely speculative and intended for entertainment purposes only. So at least they're being forthright with that one on this one. But there's a lot of people online not being forthright about that. Like, that's crazy. That could be in a Mr. Beast video, you know? But there's a lot of people just saying that this is real. And I just wanted you guys to be aware that, like, none of these are real. See, and like this one was posted 1 day ago that says, new discoveries under Giza Pyramid shocked the world. You know, they didn't. And this one looks a little more AI at least, but like, look. Yeah, that guy walking on water, that one's pretty obvious, right? Imagine they found another terracotta army, that'd be crazy. But some of these like look legit, especially when you get just little quick glimpses of them. You're like, damn, there are people down there right now. All right, so we're not gonna watch a whole nother one, but I just wanted you guys to get an idea of like how good AI is getting, and you know, be careful with what you believe on the internet because it's only gonna get worse. It's gonna, dude. It was like 6 months ago that I was like, oh, imagine in 10 years it's gonna be indistinguishable. It's almost indistinguishable. It's like you have to, if you don't know, like. It's actually kind of terrifying. Did you guys see the ChatGPT? I don't know if you guys saw this, but ChatGPT this week did an update, and they now can do. Let me find that video. So ChatGPT released a new update, and it can now do photos in Studio Ghibli style. If you don't know who Studio Ghibli is, they're just a big animation studio, Japanese animation studio. Legendary animator Hayao, say his name wrong. Just realized I've never said it out loud. Hayao Miyazaki. I think I got it. Legendary animator Hayao Miyazaki is famously anti-artificial intelligence, especially in artistic works. He was shown AI. And this Daily Mail article is actually kind of misleading. Shocker, media being misleading. Because there's a famous video of him from like 10 years ago where he was shown AI and he was like, I would never use this in my work. This feels like an insult to humanity. And they're saying that he like said that recently about the Studio Ghibli stuff. I don't think he's publicly commented about his work being in the ChatGPT update that I've seen, at least. If he does, I'll let you know. But yeah, it does, in my opinion, it does really suck. Like, obviously AI is not going anywhere. It's inevitable. Yeah, we need to make it better. We need to make it use less power. But it does kind of suck that they can just use copyrighted material to do whatever they want. But it's not as if, I don't know, man. I could sit here and philosophize all day about the implications of AI and the good and bads of them. But like, ultimately, I felt this was really stupid especially because this dude is like famously anti this technology. And it was the only thing on Twitter for like 2 days was people like, here's myself in Studio Ghibli style. And the crazy thing is like, there's apps that you could have done this before. It's not like you need a ChatGPT to do this. I've seen stuff in websites in the past that probably also uses artificial intelligence, to be honest, probably also was using AI on those websites, but I don't know. And it just sucked seeing so many of those because I have so much respect for Studio Ghibli. Like, it was all that was on Twitter. Like, it was very upsetting, actually. Yeah, all these... Yeah, just so you get an idea. This isn't him, like, reacting to it. That was him, like, accepting an award or something. But here, let me take this music out. It's annoying as hell. But yeah, it's Schwarzenegger... Or Terminator. Yeah, Terminator. And... like all these in Studio Ghibli style. And, everybody was doing it. Elon Musk tweeted one. I think the White House tweeted one that was, dude. I feel like I should pull that up, actually. I think I will, because it was fucked up. All right, so a couple days ago, the White House tweeted out, wait, when was this? The 18th. This is a couple weeks ago, I guess. Tweeted out, they arrested this fentanyl dealer. Good job. Hey, I can applaud that. I don't like this administration, but hey, we can all agree we don't want fentanyl dealers in this country, right? Or anywhere for that matter, I guess. And they used this picture of this person crying, which, I don't fully understand the like getting off on cruelty thing. Like, it seems like they're just trying to be mean, which like, I know it seems kind of silly to talk about somebody being mean in politics, but it's not like being mean in a political way. It just seems like they're being mean to be cruel and to be as like heartless as possible. And like, seems like meanness is the goal, not their goal is the goal, and they're being mean to get there, But they posted this picture of apparently Putin deporting her. I don't know why that guy looks like Putin in a border patrol outfit, but apparently he works for our border patrol service now. So, literally the whole point, getting back to my fucking, this shit's so stupid. The whole point is that this sucks. Don't use AI for this type of shit. Use AI to help you. Use it as a tool. Don't use it as a thing to like create stuff for you. I don't know, man. I mean, I do feel like if you don't get with AI, you're going to get left behind. Like, I think you should at least have a basic understanding of it, at the very least, of how to use it, because in case you haven't noticed, like, everybody's bitching and moaning about AI isn't stopping AI. Like, it's happening. It's inevitable. All of your search results have AI in them now. Your freaking Twitter thread, the comment sections have AI summaries of what people are commenting. Like, it's going to be everywhere. It's not going anywhere. The tech freaking dorks have decided that this is the future, and this is the future that they want, even if it replaces humanity. So until, we get our pitchforks out and go ride on these freaking nerds up in Silicon Valley and get them to stop doing this, like, you might as well at least use it to gain a little bit, like, use it to your advantage, but don't use it to literally create art. That seems stupid. However, that being said, I do think it's kind of stupid when something like this is happening and everybody's using this thing to make these fun little pictures or whatever, and then a celebrity does it and everybody's like, you need to pay an artist. It's like, well, I get your point, and your heart's in the right place. But yes, we should pay our artists when we're, commissioning a logo or, designing merch or making actual art or something. Yeah, of course, you should pay a real artist. You shouldn't use AI for that. But, you're joining in on the little AI photo trend. Aside from it sucking for all of its own reasons, like... You hear my voice go? Aside from that, I don't think it's really fair to be like, you should pay an artist. Like, nobody was going to pay an artist to do that. Nobody's going to pay an artist to freaking Studio Ghibli themselves, right? Ghibli? Is it Ghibli or Ghibli? I'm realizing I don't know how to say that out loud either. Well, yeah, no, my rant. Look, obviously I have mixed feelings about AI. Like, yeah, I use it from time to time for different stuff here and there. Why not? I don't use it for image generation that often. Although I have been seeing some really promising things about YouTube thumbnails, and like, I don't pay anybody to do I make my own thumbnails. I don't know, I do everything on my channel. I paid somebody once to make a YouTube thumbnail for me one time, and then I never actually used I used that thumbnail, but then I actually paid him for 3 thumbnails, only used one of them. And then I used like elements from the other one. Yeah, so me like starting to use AI to build thumbnails is not going to not get an artist paid. If I'm ever at the point where I can pay an artist, like I won't be using AI, I'll have an artist make it. But right now it's looking like it's gonna save me a lot of freaking time. So I might just have to start using some AI thumbnails. I don't know. We'll see. Oh man, I've been ranting. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Love you guys. Let's get to the next video. Oh, right. Last weird thing going on right now, and then we'll get to some like random stuff. But there's apparently this blue spinning thing in the sky. This was spotted in Alaska. Oh wait, this post is from October of 2023. But this has been spotted again, like 4 days ago. This was spotted. A spinning bluish white spiral was spotted in the sky on Monday night. I think this was in the UK. But then I found this, where apparently it's been happening all the freaking time. And look at that one from 1981. It's such a like perfect spiral. That's weird. What is going on, dude? What is this crap? I don't like it. Probably gonna have to remove this song. Is this a Lady Gaga song? Yeah, Bloody Mary cover. A Japanese telescope captured this mysterious glowing spiral over Hawaii. They speculated it could be related to a SpaceX launch, which, oh, maybe it could. That one definitely looks like a rocket, though. Whoa. I mean, I think it is a rocket. I'm gonna just let that keep playing through, but this caption is crazy. Another spiral in the sky, this time over Hawaii, January 18th, filmed by a Japanese telescope. The blue spiral is almost identical to the spiral seen over New Zealand on June 19th, 2022. Different spirals have been seen in the skies for at least 40 years, and the most famous one over Norway in 2009 was dismissed as a confirmed Russian missile, even though the spectacular video shows that is a completely impossible explanation. What about this video, or... During the years of 2009 to 2010, my partner at the time, Maria Bertram, received channeled messages from an ascended human civilization who called themselves the Invincible Ones, and their leader, Dibbarak, told us that their civilization were involved in all spiral light projections over the Earth. All development happens in the form of spirals, and you have to go full circle to move to the next level. But when the leap does happen, it goes very fast. You are about to take one of those deciding leaps in the development of your consciousness where you have to learn to leave your fighting and dualism behind you, to reach oneness thinking. This critical leap must happen quickly. The cosmic clock is ticking, and you are right now in a transition stage to the new age, where powerful energies gradually are flowing with increasing strength over your planet, changing the conditions of life on Earth. Huh. Well, so, it's either SpaceX or we're going to ascend soon. Hopefully the latter. See, these people called it a portal or something? Strange portal-like orb seen all across Europe. This account that posted this video is x.files with a Z at the end. And I just found them today, but I really like their account. They post all kinds of good stuff. All the kind of stuff that we're into. So you'll probably be seeing them a lot more on my channel, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. This stuff was weird, man. I don't like. Wouldn't if we? Hold on. Can I just Google spirals in sky? Did we get an answer? Like, is it? See, because like space.com is posting a freaking article about it, so I would imagine they would have known if it was a SpaceX spiral, right? Really, the object. Oh, it is a SpaceX launch. Man, we just spent so much time on this. I should have just Googled it. Yep, it was SpaceX. All right. Well, blue spirals in the sky. I guess it depends on the angle that you're seeing it from, because like I've seen SpaceX launches that did not look like that. So anyway, let's go to the next thing. Oh, let's get into it, boy. Hey, I've been saying for a minute, bro. One of these days, I don't know when it's gonna be, but allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, Jay-Z and Beyonce are going to have one of the biggest falls of any celebrity couple of all time. I fully believe that they are both involved in some very dark things. I fully believe that they knew all about them Diddy parties, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Please don't come for me. I know Hov got shooters. I don't matter in the grand scheme of things. This is just things I've pieced together over the years, and you know, that's insane, you know. Anyway, there's nothing to this, but it says, y'all remember Aaliyah? Beyonce and Jay-Z on a private island right next to where Aaliyah's plane crashed. And Destiny Child's I'm a Survivor was released months before Aaliyah's death, and the music video feels like it's mocking her. I don't know, this is sus, right? Let's see what the I'm a Survivor video looks like. There we go. I'm a survivor, not gonna make it. I'm a survivor. There's somebody breaking it down. This is the Rock the Boat video by Aaliyah. Aaliyah died in a plane crash after shooting this exact video. Oh, whoa. That was a crawl that Beyonce was just doing in that other video. Guess what other song came out in 2001? Survivor by Destiny's Child. Dang.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy.
That's kind of crazy.
Don't ever play with guns.
It's like the same colors, bro. Man, the freaking Netflix documentaries that are gonna come out about those two, I swear it's in the next like 5 years. I think it's gonna happen. I'm surprised it has. I thought it was gonna be last year. I thought it was gonna be around the election, like last summer. I thought they were gonna do it, but it's coming. I promise you. Like, I will come back to this video. Like, feel free to timestamp it. Feel free to bookmark it. You know, I promise you, this is gonna age like fine wine. Like, Jay-Z and Beyonce are in some nasty stuff. I promise you, bro. Like, I know it in my soul. I really do. Like, I feel like the Aaliyah stuff is just the tip of the iceberg. I feel like that's just what they had to do. I feel like Aaliyah was entertainment purposes only, and allegedly, I feel like Aaliyah was a sacrifice for Beyonce. No, I don't. I mean, look, I don't know if a sacrifice is the right word, but I think, you know, sometimes when it comes to business, you got to eliminate the competition. I don't think it needs to be like that. I think there's plenty of money to go around, plenty of ears to listen to your music, plenty of eyes to watch your videos. You know, we don't gotta be like, nobody's gonna take out no competition. Relax with all that, man. I don't know. That's crazy, bro. I bet you there's probably some pretty good Jay-Z, Beyonce conspiracies. Let's go see if we can find one. Oh yeah, this feels like a good rational next step.
You guys remember Jay-Z mistress, who ended up dead at 28.
Why she messing with a bad guy? Huh, fuck you doing with a rap guy? Down the ride to the very end. He never kiss you, never hold your hand. He's a pimp by blood, not relation. I'm ringing the alarm cause I overstand. Girls can't run the world fighting over men. All my single ladies better keep in mind.
I wonder if I'm gonna get copyright claims for this song. I bet Jay-Z owns the masters. A young woman who was rumored to be tied to Jay-Z has died, only 28 years old. Industry publicist, fitness and beauty expert Kathy Kuriana White, known as Corey to friends, has passed away. Friends of White have confirmed reports that White died from an aneurysm. It's not clear what kind of aneurysm she died from, as it can develop in many parts of the body. It feels like a classic, like, yep, had an aneurysm. What you gonna do? You know? Kind of like the video, the last creepy video, we learned that there's sudden adult death syndrome. SADS, which I would be SADS too if I just died in my sleep with no cause. Please, universe, please don't let that happen to me. Knock on wood, crossing my fingers. Wait, no. Not cross my fingers. That would be because you want it. An aneurysm occurs when part of a blood vessel or cardiac chamber swells. Either the blood vessel is damaged or there's a weakness in the wall of the blood vessel. Yeah, look, I mean, the crazy thing is that aneurysm can happen to anyone at any time. That's why it's such a perfect excuse for, you know, shady deaths. Huh. This is the angle some people are going to take it. And look, I'm not trying to get the Bayhive after me. Look, all I'm saying is, yeah, I don't think she's a victim. I think she's a willing participant in all of this. But hey, look, I would be happy to admit if I'm wrong, if it comes out that she was actually a victim and not. I'll be happy to come on and apologize. I will apologize to Beyonce herself. Unlike many of y'all, I've actually been in the same room with her, so that pettiness was for the beehive that I assume is gonna come rip my head off. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, look, anyway, let's get out. I'm done with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Not for a real queen of the music industry.
Pick the wrong business? I'm in the right business, just wrong people. Well, what do you do about that? You don't. You do what you do. You sing. You sing on them. You know, you sing them underneath the floor.
Sing on.
That's what you do.
Look, truthfully, I don't really know a whole lot about her, but damn, she had one of the best voices of all time, for real. And I don't really know what she was even talking about, but you could tell, like, every interview, every answer she gives, she feels like she wants to say 15 more things. And she's going to keep her mouth shut because she knows what's good for her.
It's honestly crazy how normalized Mount Rushmore is.
It is wild.
Like, this shit is genuinely insane. Like, if our civilization collapses and humans 1,000 years from now come across Mount Rushmore, they're gonna see it and be like, oh, so these faces, these must have been the gods that this ancient society worshipped. Why else would they go through such a feat of construction? And if they found out the real deal, that no, those are actually not the faces of venerated gods. Those are the faces of 4 normal men, just 4 normal dudes who at some point in their life held the title of President of the United States for at most 8 years. And outside of that job, they actually were not very good people. They'd be like, why did you guys carve their faces into a fucking mountain then?
That's a good point.
Why did you do this?
But I didn't even think that's where she was going. I thought she was going to talk about how crazy it is that this is like a big, point of pride for the American people. It's like a big American, like, rah, like, look at our American monuments, When in actuality, it was only done to spit in the face of the Native Americans and their respect. Because it used to be the 5 elders or something, the 5 grandfathers. I'm getting that wrong. I forget the correct history of it. But so it was the 6 grandfathers. I got it wrong. And it was named by a Lakota medicine man after he had a vision of 6 sacred directions, north, south, east, west, above, and below. You guys never knew that's what that dance means, huh? As above, so below. Stupid. The directions were said to represent kindness and love, full of years and wisdom, like human grandfathers. I mean, look, obviously it is a cool feat that whenever they did that, they were able to carve into the side of a freaking mountain. And just so we all know, this was the original 6 grandfathers before they started carving it up. Yeah, I mean, it is a cool thing that they were able, to even do, but did they have to do it in a sacred place for the Lakota people? Seems kind of messed up. I feel like you could have found a different mountain.
Go conspiracy theory.
Oh,
I know mine.
My shit heavy. I signed up for TikTok lately. I've been in a rabbit hole every night going to sleep, so I can't even tell you.
Me too.
Nikola Tesla.
Dang.
How the pyramids was built.
The
Alaskan ice wall. I'm all over the place, y'all. The aliens, the craze. Nighttime for me, I'm on a journey at nighttime with these conspiracies. That's my fun.
The GO conspiracy theory. Everybody been on my DM the last 2 months about being on Star Alpha, so it's the Illuminati.
Oh yeah,
gave me
Illuminati.
the promotion.
They told me I was an Illuminati too.
Of course you the Illuminati. Of course.
Of course. I wonder if Meek Mill's ever seen my TikToks. Hey, Meek Mill, what's up with those Diddy parties, man? Why'd you let Drake clown you like that? He's soft. Come back to me in a couple days. I'll probably have a couple more jokes for you. I feel like Meek Mill would be a fun person to sit down and lie to about a lot of conspiracy theories. Because I feel like you could just tell him anything. And if it's, you know, kind of well constructed, he'd probably believe it. Like, yeah, man, did you hear about the penguins? Dude, you haven't heard about the penguins? Bro, these penguins are down there. They're not even penguins, man. They're little robot penguins, right? Little robot penguins down there, penguining up, looking all cute, acting like penguins. But they're not even penguins, bro. They're robots being controlled by the CIA and Al Qaeda to spy on us. And, you know, Meek Mill, if you're upset about anything I said about you, we can box. All right. Oh, and I just found this guy today, too. It's Samuel Jacob Comedy on TikTok. He's pretty funny, though. And this is too accurate.
Area 51 is the secret government base where they study crashed UFOs and extraterrestrials. Area 51 is one of many government bases where they have aliens. They've had to spread it out over time due to all the attention it's been getting, especially because of the storming in 2019. And they don't just study the aliens, they're actually working with them. Now, these aliens are more nefarious ones, but in exchange for their technology, the US government has potentially made a detrimental deal at the expense of the American people to further themselves. Now, whether that involves being allowed to abduct a certain amount of people a year or something unimaginably worse, I'm not sure. The moon is actually made of cheese. The moon is made of rock, but it's actually hollow inside. This is where galactic beings of light meet in order to watch over Earth and discuss the state of humanity. And with more people waking up now and becoming more conscious, we as a species is starting to ascend. That's why these galactic beings are soon coming here and there's no way to stop them.
Could be.
The government knows this, but it's just trying to control how it gets perceived by the public so that they never fully lose control over us. Michael Jackson diddled kids at Neverland Ranch. Michael Jackson was actually killed off and replaced by a clone. That's because he always spoke out against the elites and they couldn't control him. That's why he looked so white in his later years, because it was actually clone Michael Jackson and the technology wasn't that good. And the Neverland story was created to damage his image and make him look like a weirdo. The Earth is actually flat! That's actually the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Area 51 is...
I didn't get to the end of that, but that was funny. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I don't know if the moon is hollow. Like, I haven't been there, but it's possible. Because it's definitely possible they faked the moon landing. You guys know I'm definitely open to that possibility. Because they certainly had the means, and they certainly had the motive. And, like, look, we just had those astronauts trapped up there for 9 months, bro. We had astronauts trapped on the ISS for 9 months. We went to the moon 60 years ago, but we had astronauts trapped up there for 9 months in 2025. 1969, we went to the moon. 2025, we got them trapped up there. I'm just saying, that's weird, right? That's weird. We can admit that's weird, you know. But there you have it, folks. That is another compilation of the wildest TikTok conspiracy theories in the books. We did it. We done it. We're doing it some more. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like for me. I'd really appreciate it. Help spread the video to more people, and then more people get to watch. That's how that works. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell just in case I drop an extra video this week. And follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to get going over there too. I'll be gaming and stuff. Don't forget to join me every Sunday at 4:15 p.m. PST for the premiere of a brand new video. We are back to posting regularly again, so hope to see you there. Miss all my regulars. She-Wolf, Snowy, where you been? Come kick it. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. So until next time, seek the truth.